You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
You know what it is. You know who it is. It's The Sizzle back in the building, baby, with another hot 5 and 5. The Hot 5 and 5 are the 5 hottest topics that you need to know in sports right now. So listen, if you have not liked, subscribed, and shared, make sure that you have hit the button, hit the thumbs up, and share it with someone, a friend, a family member, a loved one, someone who needs the gift of the sizzle. So let's get ready with the Hot 5 and 5. Voluntary staff, there's weekly testing, and those who are unvaccinated, they're asking them to test daily. Now, you can elect to test daily if you live in a household with someone who is vulnerable, some cohabitant that may have the variant. You need to check it out. So the variant right now is it doesn't look like anybody's going to get around testing it in the NFL, so yeah, happy protocols. Number 2 on the Hot 5 and 5 is the question of the weekend was ESPN tricked into airing a game where the score was eventually 58-0? Now, if you haven't heard about it, it was a blowout. It was a massacre. It was a disaster on the non-lake. I don't know why lake disaster is worse, but anyway, this was something that I thought was going to be great, and so did ESPN when they televised a high school football game. And let's say that it wasn't the best high school football game. Okay, so there's Florida's IMG Academy, and if you haven't heard of Florida's IMG Academy, it's one of the new powerhouses for young players who are coming and going into the NFL. It is a factory. They are pulling out cats left and right, and they're putting them in the league. Well, right now, there's the school, Bishop Sycamore. Now, first of all, if you're going to play a school that sounds like a mascot for Indiana State, maybe you want to check and maybe you want to do the background of it. But, okay, ESPN took them at their words and says, hey, they've got all kinds of players. Well, after the 58-0 drubbing, then you had sideline reporters saying, hey, this is a farce. This isn't real. And then you find out that the mailing address for this school, which is an online school, is a library and an apartment building. So I don't know how they fit all of those players into one apartment building, but somewhere, somehow, I think something's a little fishy. And I'm not just talking about the smell in Terre Haute, but we'll get to that later. Number 3. Oh, baby, the Chicago Bears have come out with their rosters. Okay, so the Bears, they've made roster moves and they've cut down and they're down to their 53. So now they've signed back some of their players. They've cut some players and they are ready to, I don't really know what they're going to do. But the best thing out of it is that Breshad Perriman, journeyman wide receiver, a speedster with size, is now going to be with the Bears as a number 6 receiver. Yeah, somehow they cut the receiving core down all the way to 5 players, even cutting fan favorites like Daz Newsome, who was a 6th-round pick. He is now on the practice squad. That's right. They said they're going to put him there and he's going to be there until he learns football. No, they didn't say that. I said that. Well, Pace has said that, Perriman is a big-time, big-speed receiver. And, they've got a lot of good grades on him. They said the speed is amazing. And at 6'2", he's an explosive receiver, something they don't have on the Bears right now, with 3 of their 5 receivers now all listed under 5'11". But that's okay. That's all right. They also got some help and they claimed off Simba Webster. Now, Simba Webster will be a special teamer. He's a wide receiver from San Francisco, but a speedster nonetheless who will help with a putrid attack that just seems bad, like really bad. Their special team sucks. It's really bad. It's horrible. But hey, you've got some players now, you've got some bench players, and you've got some players on the IR. So let's talk about that on the Hot 5 and 5. Danny Trevathan on the IR? Tariq Cohen on the IR? I don't know what's going on, but we're going to find out. So, okay, here we go. Number 4 on the Hot 5 and 5 is Danny Trevathan is placed on the injured reserve. Now, everybody knows the interior linebacker, the heart and soul, the grit of the interior of the defense. But how long is he going to be gritty there? The question is, now with the Bears signing Alec Ogletree, do the Bears really need, it seems like a step slow Danny Trevathan? I don't know. I mean, like, he's slow. He's old. He's slow. But he still can play football. And we're not ageist here at the Sizzle. We just want to let you know that he's old and he's slow. And I don't know where he should go. But all I do know is that he tweaked the knee. You know, he did have an interception in the last game of the preseason. But right now, Danny Trevathan looks like Danny, not Nathan. See what I did there? Not Trevathan, but not. Don't worry about it. We'll just see him in the regular season. Number 5 on the Hot 5 and 5 is Lauri Markkanen has left the Bulls. Oh, no. Oh, God. Why? All right. Well, after all of the heartache and pain of knowing that Lauri Markkanen will not be on the team as a backup small forward, power forward, center who doesn't really do any of those things well, he'll be on the Cavaliers, a team that already has a lot of big men. They have Jared Allen there. They have Evan Mobley, the number 3 overall pick, and they just signed Taco Fall. Now, personally, I like Taco Fall. I like tacos, but I like Taco Fall. But that aside, let's get back to Lauri Markkanen. So what does this do for the Bulls? Okay, so they move Lauri Markkanen out in his contract, and then they get a good little chunk of packaging there. They get Derrick Jones Jr. from Portland, and then, you know, everybody gets a little something. You know, the Trailblazers get Larry Nance Jr., and then you got a whole lot of, I don't know what it is. I don't know what Lauri Markkanen is supposed to do for Cleveland. He's supposed to score, but he's not really big on scoring. Even though his averages were down last year, you're still not seeing the best of Lauri Markkanen. And right now, I don't know, for $67 million, you made the best investment that you could make. But hey, God bless you, Cleveland. And oh, by the way, is Kevin Love ever going to play again for Cleveland? I mean, without being hurt for the first week of the season? We'll see game 2 if he's even there. All right, so that is the Hot 5 and 5, the 5 hottest topics in sports right now, what you need to know about, and what will put you at the top of the water cooler line when it comes to sports. I don't know if you still have a water cooler line because there still is a pandemic and probably they've taken out all of your water coolers. But if you have a virtual water cooler, now you can put that information in because you learned it from the Sizzle. See? It's amazing. So all you have to do is make sure you hit the button below and make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure that you subscribe all to always get content as soon as it comes out. And make sure that you're watching past, previous, last time episodes. Make sure that you're watching. Make sure that you're loving. Make sure that you're commenting in the link below. Make sure you tell us what you think. And we will be looking for you on the other side because we will see you, my friend, on the other side.
Make sure that you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Iron Skillet Sports. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to